All righty then. Hey, listen, better late than never. That's what Tony Finn always says. Welcome in here, guys. Another edition of the NBA Tip-Off Show. It is powered by WagerTalk.com. I'm Joe Raineri. Find me over at SportsGrid.com. We are joined, as always, by Rob Vino of SportsMemo.com, along with Mr. Ski Prophet there, WagerTalk.com, Tony Finn, WagerTalk.com. Ran a little late here today, guys, but working on some stuff for you. Plus, it's a loaded card, and somehow or another, we managed to lose the doc. I don't know what happened. We were a lot of shit talking was getting prepared here today. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of sawbucks that need exchanging. We'll go ahead and wait until Doc gets here before we totally unload on Tony Finn. In fact, he made me promise that we wouldn't unload into Tony Finn until he had an opportunity to partake. We'll wait for him to be here tomorrow. In the meantime, guys, loaded card. It's getting a little later in the afternoon, so we want to get to a couple of our favorite best bets of the day. And want to welcome you guys in the chat rooms that hung out and waited for us. Appreciate it. Don't forget, WagerTalk.com, SportsMemo.com. Get Rob, get Ski, get him for a year, get everything you need, all there right now. In fact, guys, I'm not going to lie. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this was just sent to me. And if it's right, I couldn't believe it myself. So, JR $3.99 right now. And how about both Rob and Hakeem's full season, $3.99. JR $3.99. Get every one of their plays for the rest of the season in the NBA right now. JR $3.99 has that. So, we'll start with you, Rob, first. Let's talk about play of the night, game of the night. What is the one game that you are looking at right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at Sacramento at Dallas. Joe, I like this game over. Number of 225.5. The expected return of Luka Doncic to the lineup. Got some history here this season with these two teams. They played twice. Both games fairly high scoring. One did not eclipse this number of 225, only hit 216. That game, Sacramento was without De'Aaron Fox, their point guard and leader. Remember when they went through that stretch way back earlier in the season where he was unavailable for a multitude of games. Second time around, this game winds up hitting 250 points, and Kristaps Porzingis was not involved. So they've had no trouble shooting the basketball against one another. Dallas, 51%, both games. Both teams have shot 35% or better from three in both games. Dallas 7-1 to the over in their last 8 games, despite not having Luka. And in those 8 games, 5 of them have gone over this number, 225.5. Meanwhile, we noted on the show here how Sacramento has increased tempo a little bit. They're now 6-2 over the total their last 8. Cashed the ticket with them over against the Bucks the other night in a game that went over 229.5. So I like it, Joe. I think the number's a little bit too shy here at 225.5. I'll take it over the number.
All right, Ski, we got an over here for Sacramento, Dallas. The Twins are back, apparently. Maybe, I don't know. You never know with Dallas. But listen, they've done a pretty good job of at least holding down the fort while their two big men seem to be hobbled around here. You got to appreciate the shooting. Do you like them to go over tonight?
I could understand it, definitely. I mean, they've been scoring without both of those guys. Offensive rating for both teams, Dallas is 4th, Sacramento 11th over the last 5 games. So I can see it. I'm not running to the window to play under. I don't see much defense on the Dallas side or Sacramento side, so I understand. If I have to play, I probably would look more towards the side. I do like Dallas, but I don't like them at home. They've covered 1 out of their last 5 home games, 4 out of their last 16 at the house. You wouldn't play Dallas when they're on the road, and we all know Luka's coming back tonight. I never really want to play on the team when that main scorer comes back to that first game. And Sacramento's a team that has been playing well. They've covered and won 6 of their last 9 games. They play good versus competition. I would take Sacramento plus the points. I think it's too many points.
I'm tending to agree with you there, my friend. Tony, I don't know why. Does it make any sense to bring Luka? I thought we wouldn't see him until the All-Star game at least, but I don't know. All right, they're bringing him back, man. What do you think?
Well, I don't have any intel on why they would do such. I mean, with the All-Star game being this weekend, it make perfect sense what you're suggesting, especially at home against Sacramento. You would think that if they believe they can beat the Kings without Luka, but who knows? They're in charge. I'm just watching, so I don't know.
Was that a play? I'm sorry. What was the?
Oh no, you were asking about why they were doing Luka. No, my play.
Okay.
I know we're in a hurry, and I know we've gone late today. So real quickly, the one theory this time of year, as all of us have some systems built into our thinking, that is that I really avoid younger lineups this time of year when you're just 2 days away from the only true break that the NBA gets in a grueling schedule. And this young Memphis team, as good as they played, as well as they played at home, Portland spread those minutes out last night. What you saw, that 130 plus against 1-teens plus 20-point win for the Pelicans, they did a good job. Portland did a good job spreading out the minutes, and I expect them to try to take Memphis to task today with tempo, despite the fact that the second leg back-to-back. I like Portland getting a small number, a field goal, 4 points.
Great stuff, Ollie. I was hoping you'd comment on the Dallas-Sacramento game.
Well, I did.
That was the game that we rolled on, and you just you went to Portland somehow.
I did it because I'm contrary to Rob. It was with all due respect
to
Rob.
We all don't have to agree. Listen, none of us like you here anyway. We don't know. At least we agree on that. It's okay. God damn you, Tony.
And when people tell me that I'm an asshole, they don't like me, I say get in line.
Well, that's true. Take a number. That's a good point. Now serving. All right, since he brought it up, Rob, why don't we talk about the Portland game? Way to segue there, Tony. Way to segue. So talk to me there, Rob. Oh, by the way, I'm being told I should different. It's $3.99 each, okay, by the way. So for the full season, I don't know. If I made it seem like it was a combo deal, it ain't that kind of day for you just yet. But, Rob, talk to me about Portland tonight. It's a tough spot for Portland, no? Do you think they looked like little tired legs to me last night?
Yeah, I'm glad that you cleared that pricing up, Joe, because I think Ski was over there thinking, damn, Rob is dragging down the price of my service here, $3.99.
Sorry about that. Each. God.
Hey, listen, Tony, you know what? And I looked that up first to see how the minutes were dispersed last night by the Portland Trail Blazers, and they were dispersed minimally. They did not play their starters, I think, more than 25 minutes in that game, so there should be plenty of legs here. Damian Lillard, we saw him have trouble in Denver, Joe, a place where he's had trouble all season long, but then he bounced right back. He goes to New Orleans last night, a team that he's had trouble against. He was 0 for 10 from 3 in a previous encounter. The team doesn't do well, but I would expect him to bounce back heading into the break here. I think Portland needs the win. They're both in competition for the 8th seed in that Western Conference playoff spot, so it's an important game for both. I've liked Memphis all season long. I've especially played them over the total. I would be surprised if this one didn't get over the total, tell you the truth. I think they probably both get up and down. But I would think Portland would have a good showing here because the minutes. Terry Stott's a smart coach, and he rested his guys last night when he saw that game was out of reach third quarter.
So I love this because, Ski, this seems to be this is a Rob Vino overnight. I'm just sensing overs. Like I'm getting like he's over it. I'm done. It's not Friday, Rob. I know you love your points on Friday, but let's go. Let's get some points tonight, damn it.
I do like, though, Joe, like I said yesterday, when they're heading into the All-Star break, some of these teams' defense gets left behind. Yes. And perhaps we saw it a little bit last night, and maybe defense gets left behind here as these guys gear up to either go home or to go to the festivities this weekend.
All right, Rob, go ahead. Talk to me, Ski. What do you like in this game, Portland, man? You trust them? You think it's just a free-for-all?
I think it's a very important game for them. I think every game is important, especially versus the team who's in front of them, right?
Yeah.
I think I would be taking the team that's getting the points. I think it should be more of a pick 'em. Portland, they've been playing well lately. They had a bump in the road. Memphis, they haven't been shooting the ball well, but I don't expect that to last, especially versus this Portland defense. So I would probably lean towards getting the points for Portland just because they're getting those points, and I would agree with Rob. Both teams play fast. I don't see Portland stopping Memphis at all. I think Memphis offense will be much better than we've seen the past few games. And Memphis defense has stepped it up, but I don't see anybody stopping Portland or Lillard. For New Orleans, they had Drew Holiday, who's like the Lillard stopper, if you look back to the playoffs. And then the other game, they had Gary Harris and another guy to stop Lillard. So nobody to stop Lillard tonight. I think it will be points to be scored, and I'll probably grab the points with Portland.
Grabbing the points with Portland. And, Tony, I'd ask you, but you already blurted it out, and that's what started this whole damn game. I will throw out a prop, though, that seems to be gaining some traction here. Trevor Ariza under his assist total, which is at 2.5 right now. Under. We got some people who don't think he's at best 1-2 at top. So there's some value in the under with Trevor Ariza tonight, 2.5 assists. So let's talk Lakers if we can here, and your team there. Listen, full disclosure, they spent a little time on the hell no list. All right, the ski hell no list. The Lakers were up Schitt's Creek here, people, not Shits and Giggles Creek, just Schitt's Creek. So tonight, not a great spot for. Well, at least let's face it, they haven't been great in Denver. They also, I believe, they've won 6 games since January 19th. They're all against teams. The teams that they've played that are actually above 600, not pretty good. So we got a pretty good winning team here in Denver tonight. Are you worried, Ski, that the Lakers might be set up for a little trappage here for a healthier Denver Nuggets team?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it is a short number, and Lakers do win a lot of games on the road, but I don't really trust them right now at the moment. They did have a good performance versus Phoenix, but who doesn't? Lakers 8-12 as a road favorite. It is that short favorite, but Denver's playing good ball right now. They've covered 6 out of their last 7 games. They've been a home dog only 3 times. They're 2-1. I would be leaning towards taking the points with Denver just because I know that they've been playing well, and I know that they play well at home. And I'm not quite sure what to expect from the Lakers.
Interesting. What about, Tony? You like the Lakers tonight, man? You think they can rebound here? And no? Okay, good stuff.
No. Well, it's a short number. You're supposed, if you're going to, there's a 2 or a 3 with the Lakers, Denver inconsistency. If you're going to like somebody here, why couldn't you like the Lakers? I just kind of stayed away.
Well done. Well, you're very informative. How about it, Rob?
Thank you.
Talk to me, my man. Are you just staying away, or let me guess, you're going over? Are you going over? I feel like you're going over.
I will say this. It's, Joe, it's not the easiest. The Lakers have had some pretty good fundamental advantages in their schedule recently, but this is not one of those games where it's easy for Anthony Davis against Jokic. However, when you go back to the 2 games they played this season, LA's come here and won. They won by 9 points. Game stayed under the total. And then LA got blown out. But let's not forget, LeBron was not part of that game where they lose 128-104. So I think you have to throw that away. I think Denver matches up pretty well. They do still have a couple of lingering injuries, but we've talked about the depth of this team. And the key guys are back. I mean, Will Barton definitely is a meaningful player on the Denver Nuggets in their rotation. However, they're so deep, they cover those guys up with somebody else. I think that Denver could potentially play well here, but I can't get over the fact that the first time around, I watched that game, and I think Denver attracted money the first time, and LA just walked in there and stifled them and won that game by 9 points. So for me, it's a little conflicting. If I had to play, I think I would play the Lakers. I think on the road, off of that first game where everybody was healthy, I would rather choose them.
It'd be tough for me. A couple of guys, Kyle Kuzma, I'm seeing some trending in the prop market here, guys. Kyle Kuzma, under 6.5 rebounds and assists. Also, Kyle Kuzma under 4.5 rebounds altogether, getting a lot of love in the prop market right now. I can't go without asking you guys about the New York Knickerbockers here, guys. Come on. I mean, Finn, talk to me. If it's the one night you would include the Knicks in a shits and giggle, would it not be tonight, man? Tell me you don't love the Knicks tonight.
No, what I do love about the NBA is that it is a league that you have to focus on as a handicapper short term, and you have to take form into consideration. And why wouldn't you in this game give the Knicks at home a chance, because their form has been adequate. Okay, I would not argue with you on the Knicks tonight.
You'll go Knicks. I mean, Ski, talk to me, man. Can they do it? Can they make it? Dare I say, might we get a little extended win streak going on here tonight? The total too is kind of hovering around that 228 mark with Washington. What do you think?
Well, Washington has been playing good ball as well lately, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And Washington is especially, I mean, they're good on back-to-backs too. 5-1 against the spread on second of a back-to-back.
Damn.
Washington, one team is fighting, still trying to make the playoffs. One team is not going to make it at all. The last game probably for both of these teams, last game before the All-Star for both of these teams, I know Washington still cares. I know they're going to give effort. I will be taking Washington to show up in this back-to-back. And as far as the total, both teams top 10 defensive rated teams over the last 5 games. And
Crazy.
I mean, yeah, with that said, Washington just gave up 114 last night, so I don't expect Washington to just necessarily slow down on New York, and I don't expect New York to slow down on Washington, so I would agree with points.
All right, talk to me here, Rob. What are you thinking, man? Knicks? Are we going to be shits and giggling our way here tomorrow with the New York Knickerbockers?
Yeah, to back Tony's analysis about Knicks' recent form, I mean, 9-2-1 against the spread last 12 games.
Right.
For the Knicks, that's pretty good. I mean, 4-0 with a push if you want to narrow it down even further. And in those 4 games, I guess you could say they didn't play competition, but in the 4 games before that where they covered Brooklyn, Toronto,
right.
Lakers. So that's 3 pretty good squads there. So the Knicks are playing pretty well. I was talking to Ski off air before we got on and just mentioning with him that the Knicks, I have a hard time figuring out how Mike Miller's going to coach this team, but it seems to me, in watching him lately, Joe, that tempo-wise, if you're a slow team, the Knicks are going to play slow. If you're a fast team, they're going to play fast. And I think evidence of that is the game they played against the Hawks the other day that went double overtime. It was an up-and-down game, hits 275. A couple games before that, they played the Cavs, who are just running and gunning right now. That game hit 273. In between, they played Detroit and Orlando, 2 lower-scoring teams that both went under. Here we got the Wizards. I know you want me to talk about overs, so I'll talk about overs.
Yes.
Let's play Washington and the Knicks over the total here tonight. 228.5. Let's go get them.
It's an overnight, people. It is overnight for Mr. Rob Vino. All right, quickly on the way out here, Tony Finn, yes or no, the Utah Jazz lose tonight at home against the Miami Heat?
Well, I would have to be told to lay more points than what Utah's laying to be convinced that was the case. And I know we're talking about win or lose. I would be on Utah again tonight. I still believe.
Ooh.
I wrote it up the other night. I'll say it again today, and that is I think that jump shot, that three-pointer that they hit 2 games ago, just something about getting something intravenous, be it drugs or be it legal medicine.
Good.
This kind
Nice.
of put a little PED in there, pep step. And I like Utah, man.
You're going Utah tonight. All right, so
Yeah.
let me ask you, Ski, true or false, the Toronto Raptors will have their 16th win tomorrow morning in a row?
I'll say true.
Oh, damn. Rob, I don't know. Yes, no? What do you think? Raptors keep it rolling?
Yeah, and it's a quick turnaround, right? They win by 1 point the other day without Kyle Lowry, 119, 118, I think it was Saturday, but Lowry's back now. We know about, I don't know if Serge Ibaka's in or out, Joe. Brooklyn's playing really well.
He got the flu, yep.
Yeah, and Brooklyn's playing pretty well lately, but I'll say Toronto wins the game. Somehow, some way, that team just finds a way to win. So I'll say yes, they'll extend the winning streak.
Raise your hand. The Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland Cavaliers, 240 points or more tonight. Over, baby. That's what we're talking about. We just covered every damn game on the card here, and we did it in 18 minutes, man. Fantastic, guys. Don't forget, RobVino, sportsmemo.com. We also got Ski at WagerTalk.com. Separate. $3.99 for Rob, $3.99 for Ski. Get them the whole year. NBA plays, all yours. Never miss a play. And then there's Tony Finn. Best bet,
Yeah.
Tony Finn. Go. Lay it out.
Best bet?
Best bet.
Portland.
Rob, best bet tonight.
Best bet, Sacramento, Dallas, over 225.
Ski, best bet tonight.
Washington Wizards plus the 3.
Damn. Shits and giggles. 2 money line
Joe.
parlays. Give me the Knicks and give me the Nuggets. Knicks,
Two-teamer.
Nuggets. Shits and
Two-teamer.
giggles parlay. What?
2-teamer.
Yes.
Money line? Money line?
Two-teamer money line. Give me Knicks and
Okay.
Nuggets.
Tell the Wager Talk corporate office that I'm late to studio work.
Yes. Guys in the, yes. Tony Finn is
Please.
running a little bit late. He's on his way.
A lot.
Promise. But he's going to pretend like he is. Ski, Rob, Tony will be back again. Tomorrow, guys, there is an abbreviated card, just a couple of games, but we're going to get you caught up with props and all our all-star bets and everything else. We'll get you all hooked up tomorrow. Come back and join us. Appreciate you spending the time with us here today. Sorry it took so long for us to get there. Good luck with the plays tonight, guys, and we'll talk again. And if you happen to get fired tomorrow, it is what it is, Finn. You've always got a place in our heart, though. Always a place in our heart.
I know that my destiny is to do great things. And by the way, Rob has a big play in the NBA tomorrow, so don't anyone miss this show.
Ooh, teaser. That's what we call a teaser. Shits and giggles. Knicks, Denver. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.
I hope you have a big play tomorrow, Rob.
Just what I need.